let's get into this, man.
Wow, this was the quickest. I feel like I know we just
the break. Yeah,
from Night of the Seven to Euphoria. That was quick, but like I feel like this was quicker.
We're cooking this year. Yeah, it's back to back. But man, ladies and gentlemen, we're back. It's another season to recap and record, and of course, you already know this season we're doing House of the Dragon. It's season 3. Green versus black, the Targaryens versus themselves and siblings and cousins and aunts and uncles of all sorts of kinds. And boy, we're back. And let me tell you, Los, it all makes sense to me now. So I don't know if we covered this in last time we did House of the Dragon. It was such long ago. I've got Euphoria on the brain. But last season was supposed to be 10 episodes. And we only got 8. Because George R.R. Martin and the showrunner of House were spit-spatting back and forth because he's changing too many things from the books, allegedly. And they cut it short at 8. Which now this season is also 8 episodes, which is fine. But last season was slated to be 10 episodes, meaning that this episode that we just watched would have been episode 9 of last season, making it the penultimate, which would have made... season 2 probably.
Because this was the most action I've seen in it was a lot to keep up with. It was a lot to keep up with.
But they did an incredible job, I think, of just pulling us all back in 100%. Like, you might have forgotten about what happened to some of these characters in season 2 or even season 1, but that quick recap in the beginning and then just everyone's little things here and there, I'm good. I'm ready to roll.
I'm ready to roll.
And this was if this is where we're going and what we're doing for season 3, a thumbs up the whole way. Because then
I love not having any build up. You know what I mean? It was it was like, you know how like sometimes shows pick up in the next it's when he goes to sleep and then it's like him waking up and it's like, all right, or it's like the same minute, it's the next minute or something like that. That's where this was. It was like, she just left and she just got back to King's Landing and it was on. Everything was on.
And this this would have made it would have made season 2 so much better. It would have made season 2 to have this on the tail end of it to be that piece of work, because it's essentially what it was. That build up to this was the entirety of season 2, right? We got our dragon riders, we got the dragon seeds, the battle's coming, the war is coming, there's whispers and rumors about who's gonna do this and who's gonna do that. We got a little bit at Rook's Rest, and now here we go. This is the beginning.
Well, it would be crazy though, like if George R.R. Martin or whoever else is helping to create this, adaptation of it, I guess having Jacaerys die at the end of season 2 would have been like, that would have been too much. It would have like, oh my God, like whatever. Like, so we have hope, I guess, coming into this season. Like, we still got Jace and we still got this person, and then Jace ain't here no more. I was like, damn, like that was quick as hell, boy. Like,
so now that everyone's kind of just like in one place and we're all kind of on the same page collectively, we'll go through kind of characters of this episode.
Yes. Okay. We don't gotta necessarily go.
So let's start with just where we started the episode then, with Rhaena. This episode, we saw her last season.
Oh yes.
On the hunt because she found out about the sheep eater. Is that Sheepstealer?
Sheepstealer.
And we didn't see him last season, but she quickly found him and just did her thing. And how do we feel about this dragon? His design, man, my boy with the underbite, looking like a gnarly,
Nah, he's a G, man. Like the fact that he fed her, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and he's definitely ornery and he ain't ready to be tamed yet, whatever. But like he's solid in a way. But then he don't know what the fuck is going on. Like he's not trained. He doesn't know what battle is. He don't know what side he fighting for. Like why you gonna take me over here? You know what I mean? And people shooting shit at me, so I'm fucking some shit up. That was it.
Well, so fam, you know what I mean? Our boy Sheepstealer, he got a bad rap. He got a bad rap this episode because I mean that's what I'm saying. It's Rhaena's fault because her sending our boy Sheepstealer into battle, him not knowing anything about battling, not knowing anything about the war. He's just hungry. He just wants another sheep. Well, he's reacted to it. It's 2026. Everyone has their opinion. And this is word from Sheepstealer.
What up, y'all? It's your boy Sheepstealer. I've been scrolling online, and I don't think y'all have the full picture. Okay, everybody talking crazy. Sheepstealer wearing black forces. Sheepstealer out here wilding. Sheepstealer crash out. Y'all don't know Sheepstealer. Y'all don't know Big Sheep. First of all, my name ain't even Sheepstealer. My name is Latravion. Okay, I ain't even stealing sheep. I'm just eating. Okay, when the cat catches a mouse, it ain't mouse stealer. You understand me? The cat just got to eat.
Represent.
I'm a wild dragon. Okay?
I'm a wild
You mount me, okay? Rhaena mount me. I'm like, okay, I ain't really been mounted like that. But you know what I'm saying? I feel I like her vibe. So I get her off me. I said, I go get her some barbecue sheep brisket. And that's my favorite. I said, I'm going to throw this up. I'm going to feed you because I rock with you. How does she repay me? Flying me directly into battle. I ain't never done stuff like this. Okay? I know a little Velaryon, but I ain't really been talking about it. She like Jacaerys. I'm like, look, I remember that. Burn. I'm getting arrows at me, harpoons. I see other dragons. I revert back to factory settings. I'm out here. It's dragon eat, dragon world. I'm burning everybody. You feel me? Big sheep. I do go by that now. My family called me that. Big sheep out here. Anybody can get it. Anybody can get it. Y'all don't know me like that.
Right.
Y'all don't know me. You're like, that's my sister. I don't know her. I don't know these dragons. I don't know these people. I don't know who's on whose side. I ain't with all that. I'm saying fire, burn. That's what I'm saying. You should have pulled me to the side. We going to battle. You didn't even tell me. We just met. You talking about I'm about to get killed? You see what happened to the white boy on Vermax? They dead. I ain't trying to go out like that. All right? So, don't just fly me out here. Tell me what we doing. Where we going. All right? Don't have me out here like that. I'll kill anybody. I'll kill everybody.
All right. Shout out to...
No, I didn't know it was Kevin on stage.
Shout out to Kev on stage.
I love Kev on stage, man.
Yeah, Kev on stage. I'll reach out if we can.
That's my old head, man. I love Kev.
If we can have Kev on the pod, I'll reach out. Maybe we could have him on as Sheepstealer. Oh, that would be hilarious. Okay, but yeah, man, Sheepstealer.
No, yeah.
I kind of sort of predicted that was going to happen. Just as soon as she steered towards the battle, I was like, does she even know what's going on? Like, yeah, just an interesting kind of play there. We might touch on them a little bit more at the end of the episode, but other than that,
yeah, man, gave her some barbecue mutton right there. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like just I'm like, dang, that shit probably slapped. Like you could just eat it. Like you could just
cooked instantly. An Instafryer. He got an Instafire, the first air fryer of the existence.
Yeah,
Westeros.
Literally an air fryer. Like
I love that. I love it.
I love it.
Okay, so let's talk about Alicent. This whole big plan.
This was the fucking weirdest.
We'll get to the weird part. She has this grandmaster plan. She's like, listen, I'm sending Aemond to Harrenhal. He's going to be gone. I'm opening the gates for you. Just let me and my daughter and granddaughter bounce out of here, and you can have it. Take the throne, take the boy's head. I don't care anymore. I'm done. Dunsy funzy. And Rhaenyra, just to touch on her for a second, is just as all ears, just ready to take over the city. Which is quickly falls short. But as soon as Alicent, as soon as she gets back to the castle, she's like, wait a minute, what are you doing?
Yeah, like, son, what are you doing?
You're supposed to be out of here on vacation. I need the burnt cripple boy back because I've got like deals to be made here. And she's freaking out. So once she realizes and kind of gets confirmation from her daughter that Aemond is also scared of everything that's about to happen because he puts on this persona. Ever since Aemond was a boy and got Vhagar under his control, it's like, what more does he have to fear? Like, there's no man can touch him. He's king at this point in time. He's basically the king. He's got the biggest dragon ever. He'll drag you out of bed and have your head if that's how he sees fit. And so... with the understanding that he has no fear, Alicent's worried she's not going to be able to convince him to leave. But sister wives, confirms that for us. And she basically uses that to her power to just be like, look, if you stay here, Rhaenyra's coming with all of her dragons either today or tomorrow. Who knows? I don't know if she's coming. I don't know if she's actually coming. But like, you got to bounce because you'll die. And this was supposed to be, I guess, was his first kiss? Like, is that how I think?
Yeah, because remember he was like turning down the joints, you know what I mean? The prostitutes, whatever, you know what I mean? So maybe, but like, nah, this was just, I don't know if I don't want to like make it like it's my thought of women necessarily, but like it's this commentary of like just like women like going forward with some half-cocked plan and don't even know what's even going on. You know what I mean? Like both of them was really ready to just, like they're both on the same page because it's like it's girls' time. You know what I'm saying? And it's sister power. And like, yeah, all right, we got some solidarity. We about to be on the same page.
Yeah.
But it's like y'all don't have. Like Rhaenyra does have power, but she doesn't have leverage right now. You know what I mean? Whatever. Right. So she don't have as much power as she thinks she does. And it's like, you about to move forward with some things that like, and it's based off of your connection with this woman who has no power at all.
Yeah.
I mean, she's a queen regent. You know what I mean? Like she's not the ruler. And so it's like, and Jace saw that. I mean, we'll get into him obviously, but like, Alicent, man, I was still skeptical of her though. I was still thinking like, man, she's playing around. Like even her going back, I'm like, oh, she knows what's good. But it wasn't until I saw her face shocked that I realized, oh no, she was genuinely trying to go through with this. Like I still didn't believe her. I still didn't believe her. I was like, oh man, see, Rhaenyra's dumb, man. They showing her she going back home and like her shock and like kind of horror almost like thinking like, oh shit, like this is not how things were supposed to go. So it was just kind of sometimes women like they might move through things and they don't necessarily have all the details ironed out, you know what I mean, and all the logistics planned, but they still want to go forward. And that's kind of how Alicent she kind of got caught like and still able to like not have to fess up, but like she was just guilty. She was guilty the whole time. She was just like, try not to say the wrong thing.
I thought too. I was like, dude, but just stop, because she was trying so hard to get that boy out of this castle, and I was like, dude, if you keep pushing him, he's gonna be like. Yes. I thought he was gonna wise up and be like, who are you? Yep. What's going on? Like, why are you trying to get me to leave right now? Interesting. Okay.
But that was weird. The mother-son's thing, and like but even her, she
thought it was weird. Yeah,
she thought it was weird. Like, so she's like, I'm actually not a Targaryen.
right.
I am a Targaryen by marriage. Like, I married into this family. We don't do this, baby boy. We don't do this.
Right,
we don't do. I don't do this. I'm a Hightower. Like, we don't do that.
Yeah, I got a boyfriend. I don't know if you know this or not. I'm also your mom. I understand.
Yeah, and I'm doing OnlyFans. I'm doing OnlyFans on the side. I got a little boy toy. Like I'm good. Like I'm your mom. Like we not doing that.
I don't know what that was. If that was like a push of power or just I don't know him.
No, he. That's the thing. So this is a weakness. Like this is the first sign of like we know that Aemond has some like the anger. Anytime anybody who's a hothead like that. They have a natural weakness, like, you know what I mean? Because it's like they have a bad temper, like they don't have no good temperament, whatever. And so this is just another layer of his weakness to where it's like he's inept. Like, yeah, he's a second son, so he's not groomed to like think about legacy and things like that. He's a knight, you know what I mean? Like he's a fighter, so that's what he knows. And he always thought kind of like it wasn't going to go to him ever because it was supposed to really be Rhaenyra, you know what I mean? And then it would go to him if anything. But so, yeah, man, I think he's just inept and like he just doesn't have no experience. And like I think it probably is maybe some power, whatever. But I just think he weird. Like, and this is like he's a weirdo.
That's what happens when you homeschool your kids. Yeah, man, Aemond he's just that weirdness is coming through, and I wonder, so he left for Harrenhal, right? Is that's
I guess that's
Okay. So interesting. Well, then next character on the list, let's cut to our boy Daemon. We see him and his army just cutting up some Lannister lions in the middle of the battlefield with the little Riverland boy as their alliance is strong. And so the war on the ground is fully there. You know, we get all of his isms, just blood everywhere, stabbing people left and right. And finding out that the Lannisters, they fled to the woods, and then there's more to come. And then the Starks show up, which was a nice little fun thing to see there.
Those are Starks. I didn't realize those are Starks.
Yeah, the Greybeards are the old people from the Northerlands that they don't want to have to pay for anymore, so they send them off to battle to die as their armies. Yeah, that's the whole bit. So they're all Greybeards. They're all old because they can't do much around the castle or much around the land anymore. So, but they can fight. So they just send them off as here's our army. We don't really. They're not supposed to come back. The Greybeards. So they're there to help.
The mercenaries. One stop shop. Yeah.
Mm-hmm, yeah. So I thought that was rather interesting. Daemon and the boy having a little spickle spackle. Like Caraxes will take care of all these bodies. He'll just burn them up in a second. Dead and burnt bodies don't carry the plague, and he's like, "Yeah, we need to put him in the mud." So it's just an interesting, interesting death rituals for each of the cities there. And I think that's the end of Daemon this episode. I don't think he didn't join the battle. He wasn't in the Gullet. I think that was it.
Yeah,
I think just knowing him and his army are moving along and progressing with more wins, presumably. So hopefully definitely more for him to come this season. Let's see who else. Rhaenyra.
Yeah. Let's get into Ray, man. Let's get in Ray, man.
She just at the beginning of this episode, all smiles, like, can you guys believe it? Can you believe it? She's gonna leave the gates open. We're gonna go have fun.
That's a bad sign, man. Nobody smiles in these in these other, unless it's a Game of Thrones comedy, like Night of the Seven Kingdoms. Right. No one smiles in the Game of Thrones. In the House of the Dragon, no one smiles, bro.
Yeah, it's weird.
It's a bad sign.
And
that's weakness. I think we talked about that in the old episode. Like this weakness, bro. We don't show that.
Well, and that's I kind of would have half thought that like Melisandre was there with her. I thought she would have talked her out of it. She's not. She will not listen to Jace for any reason whatsoever. It's fine. But it's just this weird thing at the end of the day where she just. It's this power of the fact that she says it in the episode. She's got the heart and soul and drive of a king, but like she's still a woman at the end of the day. So no one really, even her 16-year-old son, won't take her seriously when she says she wants to go off and do something. And so just terrible plan from the get-go. And then to interrupt all of that, we get news from Baela coming in, letting everyone know that the Battle of the Gullet has started. And Rhaenyra
and you didn't even think about it at all. Like she didn't even have that on her mind. Like, oh yeah, I forgot. I have people in other places. No, you need a general.
It's an interesting character flaw for sure for her, and I think that'll obviously probably continue until we see the inevitable demise and how that whole story ends. But I think at the end of the day, Now They touched on it at the end of the end of the episode, inside the episode kind of stuff. And I'm curious if you caught the whole, like her cutting up her dress was just to kill the outward appearance of a queen and
yes, I did see
kind
that.
of become a king. Curious how she'll is she gonna start dressing like Aemond or like I don't with arm is she gonna have armor on like Corlys all the time?
Yeah, maybe.
It's interesting to see where she kind of takes that and where she goes.
Yeah. So let's stay here. And I have a kind of like a question or something like that from Threads, whatever, and basically like a talking point. And I want to hear what you think, man. So. It says, and this is a comparison of Rhaenyra and Daenerys. Sorry. So It says, Rhaenyra had every advantage Daenerys never did and still couldn't match her. Daenerys started with nothing but her name and built an army that crossed continents. Rhaenyra started with dragons, titles, castles, allies, and a father who spent decades forcing the realm to accept her, and she still lost. Daenerys survived betrayal, exile, assassination attempts, slavery, and war, while Rhaenyra spent years assuming everyone would honor an oath they swore when she was a child. So basically saying if you swap them two, I think that was the premise too. Like if you swap those two, Daenerys would come out on top. And I'm like, not so fast. Like
so
I'm not buying that right
away.
I
think the two things that come to mind for me with that statement was, yes, it's certainly true. But I also think at the end of the day, every single time there was a battle or just a grand all thing with the dragons in Game of Thrones, Dany was there on the back of the dragon, in the forefront of her army, blasting people with fire and smoke. And I think with that,
in a time when nobody has dragons, though.
That correct, yes. And
so
I also think in those instances she had nothing to lose. She didn't have a name or a castle or a prophecy, which she did technically kind of, but like in that instance, it was just in that particular story character arc, it was just the Dany show. Like it was all for her. It was because she wanted the power. She believed that she was the Targaryen of the time to be. And she didn't have anybody to really worry about because her army was a bunch of slaves who were expendable. Like, okay, fine. 20 of our men died. That's okay. That's the cost of war. And she didn't have a town of small folk to care about. She didn't have relatives to care about.
Yeah, she didn't have to deal with politics. She didn't have to deal with politics at all.
She walked into your city, and if you gave her what she wanted, great. It was all good and cordial. But if you were mean to her dragon, she burned you, and then she took over.
So that's what I'm saying. Like Daenerys has she has a natural advantage almost, even though she had nothing, whatever.
Yeah.
She also was able to manifest it, new dragons that people thought have been extinct for hundreds of years, whatever. So you're in a world where there is no dragons, to the point where it took them mad long to dig into the Citadel to figure out, we did create something back in the day that could kill these things, whatever. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like the Scorpion, they had to get the whole blueprint from the Citadel, you know what I'm saying? And dig it out the archives and stuff like that. So she had the advantage of this, but also, then if you put Daenerys in Rhaenyra's shoes and she was just burning everybody up, whatever, this is you know what I mean? You have a nuclear bomb. You know what I mean? You have the nuclear weapon.
Yep.
And of course you can be more powerful than everybody if you're the only one, and you could take over everybody if you're the only one with the nuclear weapon. But here in this world, everybody there's
Alicent has a bigger nuke than you, and that's a problem. You might have more little mini nukes.
That's why certain world wars and certain countries don't go to war with each other, and because it's nah, bro, we can destroy everybody. Everybody's gonna get destroyed if we go at it. You know what I'm saying? And so would Daenerys have the temperament to understand that?
No. Right.
No, the way if we're going off of the 8 seasons that we have her, no,
because she didn't. Because in the end, she burned down King's Landing essentially, and was hated for it instantly. So So
and Rhaenyra, although you making it seem like she's making it, this person, it was a woman too, making it seem like she was given everything. She still would have been the first woman to ever get that kind of love and recognition. So she's going up against 500 some years, whatever, 200, whatever it is, of generations of no women, or even before the Targaryen conquest, whatever, of women don't rule anything, whatever. So it's she wasn't it was in name, she was given these things, but everybody knew that once the father died, everybody was gonna have something to say about her. You know what I'm saying?
It's that, and she spent her entire life, because she knew that she was the heir. She spent her entire life, and I'm assuming and probably know that she will continue to spend her entire life to get everyone around her to accept that fact. I'm the heir. My father said it. I'm the queen. Fall in line. Daemon just got it last season when he touched the tree. You know what I mean? So it's that's her just ever growing challenge, even within her own family, to the point where Jace isn't letting her out of the room. He's like, yo, you got to block her in here. She's not going anywhere, which I thought was crazy. Like if someone, if Rhaenyra was the king, right?
Yeah.
Like, and Jace locked the king in his room as he's getting set off for battle. No way would that happen. But because Rhaenyra is a woman, that's how she is treated as such. And it's this fine line of men and women in the show. It's very interesting. Very interesting.
So is Jace's death, is that justification on like Rhaenyra's part? Like does that justify like her plan? Like will she go back and say like, see boy, like I told him that's why I didn't want him to go into war? Because my thing is she could say that, but also at the end of the day, and kind of they spoke to this at the end of the episode as well, like you can't die, lady. You cannot die.
Which
so,
is
like,
just another thing that we've hammered in like 19 times over the last 2 seasons.
You
that she
cannot
doesn't
die, lady.
Right.
Like
you're
not allowed to die. This whole shit is
Right.
done.
Yeah.
If you're dead, is nothing. We literally have nothing if you die.
Who we got? We got all
you
four.
You have to assume the throne so you can pass it down. Like you know what I mean? So like if you never get to there, like all our whole line dies. Like
it's game over. Right. It's there's no more lives. It's game over. You've already lost 2 lives. Let's just keep that let's keep it 100. You got 3 lives, and it's your 2 sons and you lost. Now you're down 2. There's no more. There's not a green mushroom. Alicent is not the green mushroom. She's not going to give you an extra life. So it's very interesting that she still thinks that she needs to be this unsung hero when she knows the prophecy. Like she knows the prophecy, Daemon knows the prophecy, and they need to be on the Iron Throne for when the White Walkers and the winter season comes to do whatever it is they need to do with their Valyrian steel to kill the White Walker King, right?
Yeah.
They know that. So then why is Rhaenyra not just sitting in a room and waiting for that day to come? Or a whisper or a crow to be delivered that says there's a cold white army marching north. They'll be here in 6 days. Great, then go to battle. But like until then, you going to fight in the Battle of the Gullet, one of the bloodiest, biggest battles in Westeros history, we'll get into it in a minute, is like dumb. It's dumb. It's stupid. One little arrow, one little fire flame ball smacks you right off, and then boop, you're in the water, you're shot just like your son. Like it's a very, very interesting mental. Maybe if she goes to battle and wins, that'll prove to people around her that she's tough and can do it and she's still trying to prove herself. Maybe. I don't know.
Maybe.
Yeah. She didn't do much then else after that, after cutting up her dress and just being inside stuck for the whole battle the whole time for this episode. So obviously we see more of her next week. And just going into Jace and Baela.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, we kind of already touched on that. Baela's just there to kind of try to level head Jace in this episode, saving the day, Baela, once or maybe twice. So shout out to her. That was pretty much her role this episode. And Jace, I mean, look, man, like I just said, this is in the history books. This is like the bloodiest battle of Westeros, and I mean, boy, they showed it. Every camera cut was someone's head or throat getting slit or blood everywhere. We saw the blood on the ship. They could barely stand up on the ship because so much blood on the deck. So and then
bro, I didn't know you, bro. That's a clever thing. Like not only are they just shooting the
anchor
dragon, but the anchor, bro, drowning a dragon. What?
That was some slick shit. I was gangster. I was gangster. That was like, because I was like, what are they doing? I was like, are they attaching the dragon to the boat so like the boat can then go? Which I thought that wasn't going to make sense. They'll just drag it into land and then that'll be it. But the anchor, and then I thought, well, yeah, because the dragon's too big. So as soon as its wings are in the water, I can't imagine it has enough power to get the rest of its body out from the water, let alone being weighed down. So drowning a dragon.
Man.
Yeah, that was
rough.
Yeah, that was rough. He got out of the first one, and then inevitably thanks to Sheepstealer just kind of coming in and just burning everybody. Just, you know what I mean? Just being a menace, never not really.
I know, and it was crazy because Bela helped him, and then he tried to help Bela, and that's what gets him, you know. And I'm like thinking, like, damn man, your joint already got shot. Like, y'all gotta clear out and then come back in. You know what I mean? Like, go to the sky where they can't see you.
That's what I thought they were gonna do. I thought they were gonna take a break and then like swoosh.
That's the move. That's
right.
always been the move. Right. Like, yeah, disappear in the sky and then come down another angle.
And would a seasoned rider like Rhaenyra or Daemon would have been able to handle that? But now we've got the 16-year-olds out at battle because they think they know what's best.
Yeah, and Bela just going out because she gotta support, Jace.
It's her husband, right? They're married, right?
Yeah. So she gotta support him. So and yeah, they're not, taking any thrones anytime soon, whatever. So it's like, all right, well, you know what I mean, I gotta fight out here. But yeah, it was sad, man, and like just how easy it was for him to. Like, yeah, and that's what that was. It was symbolic of like, yo, bro, this is a man's game still, man. You know what I mean? Like, sit your ass down, little boy.
Yeah, the arrows into him were like, just kind of like that slow moment was just like very cinematic and just very poetic to just kind of have it be a thing. You hear them cheering on the boat, like. They don't know what you know what I mean. They just said they slayed a dragon. That's all those guys care about. So it's like, sad.
It's unfortunate
moment.
because I think Jacaerys could be a ultimate, like a Robb Stark style of character. You know what I mean? But like I feel like we haven't had enough development of him.
Yeah.
And conquest of him, like and success to like. Have that reverence, whatever. So he's just gonna be like it's sad because it's like, dang, he's just gonna be some forgotten ass character. You know what I mean? Like
he had swagger, and he could have been.
He had swagger, but like and like he could have got to Robb Stark levels, but like, bro, you died too quick, man. Like, and you didn't really like Robb Stark won wars. You know what I mean? Whatever battles and stuff like that. So it's like, you're not gonna get that treatment. You know what I mean? Yeah, like what tier is he in? Yeah, I mean, of like a liked character that died. It's like,
it's definitely sad. R.I.P. Jace. One less dragon down, or one less dragon for Team Black. Another dragon down. So let's hop to the sea snake, our boy Corlys and his son Alyn.
Corlys, man,
just doing everything in his power just to reconnect with his son. It's one of those things where, like you said, it's been a 30-year kind of gap. So it's like, what do you really say to your son who's a grown man who could beat you up, take your plate? Like, you know what I mean? Just kind of like, you gotta, the only thing you can do is bring out the good stuff. So a quick sip of the good tequila. And, that
was powerful, man, because like you can see that Corlys he did mean well, you know what I mean? Like he admitted, like, yeah, bro, I was paying my child support. That's what he said.
Right.
That's what he said to him. He's like,
yeah,
I was paying my child support, man. And then some, bro. I was paying my child support, but he was like, yeah, but motherfucker, you wasn't there. Like, he's like, yeah, you didn't give me your name, but like you wasn't there, bro. Like you ain't see us grow up at all. Like, you know what I mean? You have no connection with me, and I don't have no name, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Great, yeah.
And that was powerful, but like, yeah, it was definitely two men that were like trying to come to grips, like both of them trying to come to grips with it at the same time. You know what I mean? And obviously, was that the first father that he dropped? You know what I mean? That Alyn dropped on Corlys?
I think so, yeah. Him yelling that, yeah.
That was the first father he dropped on him. That was like, I was like, okay. All right. We know who's gang for real.
He's mentioned him as a father. I think like when him and his brother had a conversation last season, he was like, yeah, but he'll never be a father to it or whatever. So he's mentioned the fact, but he's never used it as his,
like dad. He basically said dad. Like,
funny, I don't know if you caught it, the captions would have helped, but they referred to Pirate Lady, I forget her name too, if you know her name.
Lohar.
They referred to her as Bitch Fist, I don't know if that's just a nickname that they gave her or if that's what she's known as across the land. But when he's like, who is it? The Lannisters? And he's like, no, it's the Triarchy. It's when we found the head ship. It's Bitch Fist. And I was like, okay, hell yeah, love that for her. And so this whole scene, man, I don't know about you, but they get progressively worse as they go. But I'm a diehard fan of the Pirates of the Caribbean movies.
Oh,
and so that's just
I'm not in that world.
That just kind of gave me those vibes here with him and the ships and like navigating it, like he's the only one, and the other ships on the rocks, and just kind of the ship battles all together. Really kind of Pirates of the Sea, the Caribbean kind of vibes. I was glued.
Oh,
in.
They did it well. They did that well.
Oh yeah. Okay, I was happy. Okay. This whole scene, I like didn't look away. I didn't take any notes. As soon as they started ringing that bell to the very end of the ships coming, Corlys and her crashing together, boy. Oh, what a scene. I mean,
well, and just her, like her cunning though. It's like, all right, I know I need to get rid of some weight. Let me get rid of all these damn Lannisters.
Yeah, like that. Like, the switcheroo, him being so disappointed. He thought he had this in the bag. He thought he was like he was doing good. And then
I figured it out. I know how to get through this shit. And
she's like, bitch, I'm not here for you. You said I could attack the sea snake. I'm going to go burn his treasure room. Something I forgot about, by the way, then now like seeing it burn and like thinking of that, like that's crazy. Like the mental game she played with Corlys, which worked.
It did work.
And
and there was no way for him to defend that, right? Like he had no way to because he was already out and about. So she was like, we're gonna hit this first.
Yep.
And he's like, man, you don't know what the fuck you talking about, girl.
Yep. And then just denouncing every decision that she made, of course, and then inevitably tossing him overboard. We don't see him die necessarily. Not sure if
not necessarily. The brother did or the other Lannister did, but not that one, I guess.
I'm curious if we'll ever see him again or if that comes back up this season or not. And then
that's the thing. Since they didn't show him die, like he's gonna come back.
Right.
He's coming back somewhere.
True. And then just that final fight on the boat with them, and just I loved every second of it. I don't really have much else to say. Corlys, I think, is still alive.
Corlys is alive. Hopefully. Yeah, he's gonna be found like on the shore somewhere.
Alyn screaming out "Father" was a great moment. I thought she was gonna get the dagger and get Alyn.
I was worried. I was worried that she was gonna get the best of him, but
but
he fucked her up.
Yeah, thank God for that. That was a great scene. And just overall, I mean, how did you the battle overall? I mean, incredible TV. Yeah.
Yes. It was good. Yeah. It was reminiscent, man, of what we expect and what we, love about it. And like, what a way to, the last show that we got is a lot of levity, man. And a lot of, humor, and it was light and whatever. And, this is for, all right, I love it. I just love how they just hit us in the mouth and they said, don't forget about us too. Like we get it popping.
Right.
Like we actually probably have more war than the original Game of Thrones. You know what I mean? Like we weren't really getting war. Like we had some battles, whatever, but it's not to the end when the whole White Walker and everything. Like these are real. Like we're getting battles and fights the whole time. You know what I mean? And dragons.
I was gonna say, in Game of Thrones, was there ever like a season dedicated to a single war? Like obviously there was battles and then the Lannisters versus Dany at one point. So like
just with the just preparing for the White Walkers. Yeah, I mean, so 7 or 8. Yeah.
So whereas now here we're about to get 8 more seasons and it's all we're in the middle of a war. So, or 8 more episodes, I meant to say. Sorry, not seasons.
Yeah. I was like, oh, shit.
So, let me think. Any other characters? The dragon seeds, that whole scene was interesting.
Yeah, the bastard boys.
The bastard boys just chilling on an island. Again, a terrible plan. sending these 3 idiots who just barely got their dragons to sit there and take on Vhagar, to take on the biggest, baddest dragon who has now killed 2 of your dragons so far already. Not a good plan.
With no guidance, just out there,
no
like
leader, no war, right?
And that's what I'm saying. And now you got Ulf running away, and he's probably about to trade, right? He's about to probably trade his alliances pretty soon.
Well, and that was the conversation, right? Him Ulf finding out that he doesn't get a castle because he's going to be a knight and not a lord is going to. That's the direct reason. Spoiler alert! Is why he flips, because the Greens offer him lordship, which comes with a castle, and that's all he wants. And so why not? Let's go. This Rhaenyra lady, she's wasting my time. She's sending me these islands just to sit. I'm seeing creatures. We saw our first greenman on the island. All I know is that's what they're called, the man with the antlers that they saw for a glimpse right before.
Yeah, what the fuck was that?
It was a greenman. Just a woodland.
You know what? I think I remember when I listened to my book, I think I remember them talking about them things.
Yes. Yeah.
What did they do?
I do not know. I only know the name Greenland because I saw it on Twitter because other people were asking, and I just got the confirmation on the name. We'll look it up for next week, but I think our first time seeing them in this series potentially.
I think there's something called like green seers or something like that where they can like these motherfuckers can do mad shit, bro.
Okay.
But like I thought they were all dead. Like
Interesting.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, like, and they come from basically those people who come from like High Garden, you know what I mean? Whatever, like they originated there, but they're probably like of those, like the first men, like that type of people, like the first men, like they're not really human. They was already there.
Yeah. So that was interesting. And then the witch shows up and Miss Rivers and tells them just to go. Yeah, go back. That's fine. Don't worry about it. Just listen to me and go back. And that's essentially, I think, what they did. And yeah, I don't know who else do we have. Lars and man,
Aegon. Yeah. So what kind of play was Lars like pulling off? Like, was that just him trying to save his life, or was
100%.
it like, or is he against him or what? Like,
no, 100%. I know, because I saw someone on Twitter say the exact same thing. Like, why did Lars rat out Aegon? And I'm like,
right away though.
He saved his life. I think he saved his life. So that was my understanding, because they were about to cut their heads off, much like they did with their drivers. So either they were going to get killed on the spot, or he had to come up with a proposition just to make them live a little bit longer. So
I know, and then just like throwing your other people, the people that came with you, under the bus, like, oh yeah, they're of no consequence. Like,
some man-eat-man world out there in this Game of Thrones. Yeah, you gotta, if you are not directly attached to someone of royalty, you're gonna get stopped on the side of the road and probably get your head cut off. Like even if you're in the beginning of the episode with Aemond and the maester guy, like dragging him out of bed, like, I know you know where my brother is. I'm gonna make this simple. Here goes your head. Like, well, okay, like anyone's expendable, I guess, at this point. So we'll see where that story goes. I'm assuming Lars just did what he did so that they could live another day and hopefully weasel their way out of whatever situation ends up being their situation. And I think the only go ahead.
I'll say the only other character I think, and he's a minor character, but like just his evolution or the way he's devolved over time is your favorite.
My boy J. Cole, because he ain't shit.
Yeah, and I fucking hate that bitch ass dude. Kristen Cole. I fucking hate
friggin' Mr. J. Cole.
You're right. Yeah, because like J. Cole wants to back out of the battle. Basically, he's like trying to that was a good, you killed that, bro. Bars. And hey, J. Cole, Kristen J. Cole.
And if we're already doing a smidge of spoilers, might I say I am so excited to see his death this season. I'm 99% sure it's confirmed. There's a battle coming up. I don't know what the name of it is, but I'm pretty sure it's happening. and
So,
I'm pretty sure that's his
Kristen
demise.
Kristen Cole, man.
Yeah.
J. Cole gives no fucks.
No,
right?
as soon as once
gives
he saw
no fucks.
once he saw Rook's Rest and what happens there, he's like, I'm either gonna die via a sword or a dragon's gonna burn me to death. So what are we even doing anymore? Like that's basically where he's at, and like. Gwen's like, hey, one of your dudes just ravaged a girl from the thing, which is very interesting use of the R word. Probably going to use that from now on if we ever have to talk about it. Ravage.
Yes, ravage.
I mean, hey, that's essentially what it is. And J. Cole's like, okay, he's gonna get eaten by a dragon tomorrow. So I don't know what you want.
Yeah, like what do you want me to do?
He's like, hang him if you want. Like, come on, bro. Like, what do you?
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm busy painting. I'm painting.
He's
my
like, bro, I'm
numbers.
not the boss, bro. That's above my pay grade. That's your call, man. I can't just be doing that. And then he like, well, you know what I mean? Don't look next time, motherfucker. Like, you know what I mean? He's like, I witnessed it.
Yeah.
He's like tattling. He's tattling to him. And I'm like, yeah, you should have just said something. For
Yeah. And correct me if I'm wrong, Gwaine is Alicent's son, correct?
Brother.
And
but doesn't she got another brother?
The other one with the dragon that we got the note to, that's her son.
Is that Darren? Who? The one that the night dude?
That came out of the tent, had to sniff the perfume because the delivery guy was all dirty.
What did he look like? Was he young or was he like a grown man? I was thinking about who's the guy, and then we saw him in the preview or in the trailers for like the upcoming season. He's the other ginger dude, like the knight. He looks like a green. Like I thought he was on the green team, but like he says in the trailer, Rhaenyra is weak. Whatever. Who is it? What's that guy's name?
I think that's who I'm talking about.
Okay. He's like a grown ass man though.
I'm not sure. I'm gonna do research on that because the scene was quick. Alicent said who it was because it's him. They're riding towards. They're riding towards. I think it is Darren.
Yeah, Ormond Hightower.
Okay, Ormond.
Lord Ormond.
There you go. Okay, so that's her brother.
I think so. Yeah, I think that is.
We'll figure it out. But yeah, so I think he was supposed to be marching towards King's Landing, and I think Alicent's letter to him just basically said, hey, stop. This is what's going on type of situation. Because she doesn't want to see him get caught in the crosshairs. If Rhaenyra is showing up with her dragons, she doesn't want her family with that one dragon that they have there, the blue one, to get hurt as well. Right. So that scene was interesting. I don't know why the writer of the letter was covered like dirty as shit. Like that didn't really make sense to me.
I think so Otto mentions his nephew in the meeting. So I think that's her cousin. Okay. I think Ormond and Alicent are cousin.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Interesting. All right. Well, I'll do some more research on that. Maybe figure it out for next episode. Maybe they'll give us more context. But that's pretty much it, man. That's
first cousin.
There you go. That's it. So that's our season opener. That's what we got. That's what we're working with. I loved it too. I think it's ranking up there. I saw anywhere from a 9.4 to a 10 out of 10. I would call it that as well. I would probably say I'm around a 9 out of 10.
I'm in the 9s. I don't know if I'm gonna go like 10. It ain't 10 necessarily because although a lot happened, nothing happened. Like I mean, you know, we're like I feel like baby steps. Like we didn't get that much progression of plot. It was
this
just
doesn't solve anything.
No.
That's what they said too, right? Like, did anyone win the Battle of the Gullet? Really, I don't think. Like, they lost their leader. We lost a dragon and a little boy. So like, it's an eye for an eye kind of still situation.
Yep.
They lost a bunch. We lost a bunch. So it's like, you know, what really went down here? We haven't, right? Like you said, we haven't progressed or really. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Interesting. I'm excited to see. I mean, if this was the first episode of the season, what's episode 7 going to be like? So that might be an even more devastating loss of a battle for episode 7. Who knows? We'll see. Any closing thoughts? Anything else that you can think of for season 3?
The dragon? I just go go Team Black, man. That's all I got to say, man. Go Team Black. Hopefully they figure it out. I need Rhaenyra. If she want to be a king, then she gonna have to start acting like a motherfucking king. You know what I'm saying? Like, so yeah, stop making hasty decisions. I need you to, part of being a good king is to listen to your counsel.
Yep.
And now, you don't have your son, you don't have your older sons, because you do still have some kids, whatever. But like, you don't have your eldest son anymore, and you and Daemon be weird. You know what I mean? So like, who are you? I mean, who you turning to now? I mean, figure it out, because it's the greens are coming. You know what I mean?
Yeah. All right. Well, more to come, obviously, every Sunday now, again on HBO Max. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're following along this season, maybe Euphoria wasn't your bag, but the dragons are.
Yes, this is our bag. This is our bag.
Yeah, we'll be clipping this up. We'll be on Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, all the social medias. I shouldn't have to, but I will say it every week. Follow us there. Links for all that are in the description down below. Incredible episode, incredible season opener. Glad to be back. House of the Dragons, season 3, episode 1. My name's Levi. That's Los. Thank you so much, friend. Let's do it again next week.
Let's do it.
All right, man.